Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 43 of our FTB OceanBlock Let's Play series, where today we are working on finalizing blood magic and then doing a little bit of base maintenance, tech upgrades, and stuff like that. So let's check it out. All right, so just want to point out that this automation here works fantastically. We currently have all of the slates that we had requested, the reinforce, the blank, the reinforce, and the imbued. I'm going to take two of these out of here for the imbued slates for now so that this guy can craft up two more. And I put two more pieces of stone in here because we need to start working on making the alchemical reaction chamber. And in order to do so, we need two imbued slates. So I want to make sure we have enough because we have some crafting to do with our blank runes once we get up to tier 4. So I want to get that, taken care of. Real quick, I do want to point out I got tired of the freaking rain. That it just kept raining and raining and raining. Every time I go to record, it's raining. So rain is turned off. We no longer have a weather cycle. Just open the game up to a land port and you type game rule do weather cycle false, and that will turn off the weather cycle. So as you can see, weather is turned off. So we can just clear that chat out and we're good to go. Never know, and it will never rain again. Because, yeah, it was just driving me nuts. Anyway, so we have this going. This worked fantastically. I'm actually really happy. Excuse me. I'm really happy about this build because it just worked. So with that being said, we have some work to do. We need to work on getting ourselves the tier 4, which means we're going to need some bloodstone bricks or bloodstone. I don't think it requires the bricks themselves. I think just bloodstone will work. So let's go ahead and start working towards that. So what do we need to do? Well, we made our alchemy table. We have a sigil of the Green Grove. Did we make the sanguine reverter? I think we did, didn't we? Yes. So we're going to need the sanguine reverter. We're going to need imbued slates. We're going to need our saturated tau that we got from our donkey murderization over there. And then we're going to need the alchemical reaction chamber, which just requires a furnace and 2 imbued slates. So we can go ahead and kick that craft off, which will be done immediately. I went ahead and made another magician blood orb that is not bound to me or anything like that. So that way auto crafting will work. Yeah, is it necessary? Because now we're going to have an extra one somewhere. Oh, we have one over here inside of our alchemy table that's bound to me. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. It was just some gold and 25,000 life essence, which is not too bad. Anyway, so let's go ahead and set up our arc furnace, our alchemical reaction chamber. It's not our arc furnace. In here, and we have some stuff that we need to do. What we're working on crafting is a weak blood shard. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, we need saturated tau and a sanguine reverter. So I'm just going to assume, what other usage does this have, by the way? Just making those, and then making just different honing oils, which are cool. Like this gives us honing oil 2. Maybe we should try one of those, I guess, and see. We'll save one. We'll try honing oil 2. We currently have whetstone 1 or whetstone on here, whetstone 1, which gives us extra damage. We'll see what happens if we do more. So if we do this, theoretically, it should just start working. And bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. We got our weak blood shard. And there we go. 2 of them, actually. And we can just leave this here. And if ever we need to use this again, we're good to go. So with these weak blood shards, that means we can now come over here and make the bloodstone bricks, which just requires stone and weak blood shards. So let's just get, let's see, if I turn it into bricks, that's going to get us 4, right? Yeah. So we can just do this. I don't know if we're going to need extra, but I'm going to leave an extra blood shard in there, and then we can turn them into bricks, and then we'll leave the rest in there. Then we just got to go replace our redstone here with these. And then obviously we're going to have to do the rune thing, but we're going to teach the system how to make the runes because I don't feel like manually crafting them anymore. And since we have these available to us, we can just, do it there. The only thing I was thinking, if we set up an importer on this and import into our refined storage system, it would kind of sort of break our whole automation here for our stuff. But if I were to put a external storage on this chest, refined storage would have access to this, and we could do the thing. The only problem is that I'm kind of out of room here to be able to do all of that. And I don't want, I kind of like honestly, I don't like the look of this. I'd rather have all of this. What I should have done was entangled. And we could have done like the entangled blocks, and I could have built this underwater. And so all you see is the altar here and not these chests, but it is what it is. We're done with it. I'm not going to set it back up again. So yeah, I mean, we could put in external storage. I can get a wireless network receiver, set it up over here, and then have an external storage sitting on this guy in order to get the refined storage to have access to it. Or I could, just do this and say, hey, we have all of it. And if we need more automation, we can obviously just put stone in that chest, and then I can just do the whole bounce back and forth with our self-sacrifice. So let's go ahead and throw all of these in here. And I kept that one saturated towel so that we could have it. I do need more bricks. Let's just get some more bricks just for building purposes and get going. So what do we need? In order to get up to tier 4, we need a total of, I think it's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we need a total of 28 runes. So we need 28 blank runes, because each one of the other runes is going to require each of these runes, which I thought I had bookmarked, but apparently I didn't. So we want rune of capacity, and we're going to want rune of self-sacrifice, right? So each of these is going to require us to make blank runes in the first place, which is going to require blank slates and then our orb. So we can do that. And then rune of capacity is going to require imbued slates, which is going to be the expensive one. We're going to be able to make 8 of these. And then rune of self-sacrifice is going to require reinforced slates. We should be able to make 16 of those. And then I guess we'll just use the rest as blank runes and see where we end up. I don't know if we're going to need a whole bunch more than this. So, yeah, I think we're going to be okay here. I just want to scroll through slowly. I'm still scared of that freaking bug that we had a while back. I have updated the pack. We're running 1.11.0 now, in which a lot of the bugs are supposed to be fixed. So we'll see what happens. So we should be able to make 16 of these, except for you want the blood orb. Huh. And I put this in here. Okay. So all right, so I guess we can't really do this because of the way that it's not recognizing this as a valid like tool. It wants to craft all the blood orbs, or the magician's blood orbs. It's not recognizing that it has the ability to do the thing. So alas, this is not going to work for us. Okay, well, slight bummer, but it's okay. I was trying to be a little cheesy. We could fix it if we were to set up like RF tools and automate it that way, like we do with the Master Infusion Crystal for all of our essencing, but it's really not that important. We're not going to be doing this that often, so I don't necessarily need to. Oh, look, we already have a bunch of blink runes. I didn't even know. I made a bunch when we did our last upgrade. Oh, and then all the blink runes that we tore apart. So yeah, we have a bunch of blink runes. So let's just go ahead and do this. What are we going to need? Capacity, we're going to need 8, so we're going to need 24 buckets. Just make 30 buckets, and then we should be able to make 8 of those. Yep. And then we need runes of self-sacrifice. That just requires the reinforced slates. Everything else we should be groovy on, and this should allow us to make 16 of these. Yes. And then we just need some blank runes to fill out the gaps. Okay. So if we come on over here and we just start breaking things apart. So we have 8. So it's not going to be even. Why is this got to be 7? So we can put like runes of capacity here. And then on this side, maybe we can do the caps, I guess. I don't know. It's not going to be even, mainly because we're just limited on how many I made. So if we do, let's just do this backside. Bam, and then you guys can be blank runes. Bam, bam. And then the sacrifice, those can all go here. Okay. And then same on this side. It's going to get us, this should get us a lot more essence now too. That's another 16. That's another 160% per thing that we do. Per self-sacrifice. Let's do this and this. Yes, could I speed up my discombobulator, this guy, disassembler? Yes. Do I want to? No, I did not want to at that moment. We should be tier 4 now? Yes. And we have a capacity of what now? Who even knows? But let's see how much we get. All right, so we have 1,000. Well, let's let it fill up its internal buffer. It's going to do its own thing. But that should now give us the ability to get higher tranquility bonus if we make the next level of paths. So while that's filling up, let's get the, I think it's the worn stone paths, which requires stone paths. I put that. Oh, you know what? It's because it's in here. It's because I fly up to here to do things and I do crafts in here when I shouldn't at all. But it's still a habit. And so, yeah. Stone path. So let's see. Just get 24. Yeah, because that's 6 on each side. And then that. Was that right? It is. Oh, but we need to get the Master Blood Orb. So that is going to be that weak blood shard. Good thing we saved that, right? Weak blood shard. Yeah, I'm glad we made an extra one. And that will allow us to get higher tranquility once this thing fills up its internal buffer, which it looks like it may have. Okay, so now if we self-sacrifice, we're at 8,672. We're at 25,000, so that gave us what, like 16-ish thousand? That's not too bad. I'm not going to complain. And then we'll get this tranquility bonus bumped up, and hopefully we have enough stuff around here to max it out. Excuse me, that was extremely rude, sir. Oh, and I don't have any hearts. Maybe I should wait a second and then go slaughter the fool. Dare attack me. And thank you. You got me slowness because you were swimming down, jerk. All right, so we need 40,000 in our pool here, which we actually have now. So we can just go ahead and boop, pop this in here. Looks like we can hold 45,000 total. Let's go ahead and accelerate this. Finish the craft. Give me the Master Blood Orb. Bam. Bind it. Bam. Stab ourselves. Bam. And there we go. So now I can make Master Blood Orb. And I can make the worn stone paths. And yeah, you can go away. I mean, really, you can go away too. We don't need you for anything. And bam. Okay. So now we can just do this. And theoretically, this should get us higher levels of craftification, tranquilification. We're gonna be so tranquil. It's gonna be so peaceful over here, with all this fire around here, you know, and everything, and lava. It's so peaceful. If you were a demon, I imagine, you know, lava would be peaceful and water would be, you know, distressing. How did I end up with more stone paths? I must have had stone paths in my inventory from the last time when I made these initially, because yeah, we have an extra 20 of these. All right, are we more tranquil now? Please? Please get more tranquil. Yeah, look, 197% bonus now. So close to that 200. I don't know what we could do to help boost this up. More plants? Because that's the max, right? It's 200% as a max. Go away, go away, go away. So if we go look at our incense altar, scroll through all the way to the back of the book, 300 for obsidian paths, but we can't make obsidian paths because it's not yet implemented. But 200% for the worn stone paths. So let's get my osmium hoe and get more, I guess, potato, carrot, and yeah, maybe that should be enough. Do I have beetroot? I don't have any beetroot out. And I'm pretty sure beetroot counts. Oh, didn't mean to click that button. But yeah, beetroot. 197%. Really? So close. Let's do this, 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 and this, and this, and this. We'll do some beetroot here, carrot, potato. Yeah, look, there we go. Bam, immediate, 200%. Sweet, that was good enough. So now if I sacrifice, we kind of have a full tank here. So what could we do? We could take our master blood orb, or our master blood orb, throw this into here, and let it start draining into our network, which can now hold 1,000,000 LP. So let's drain this. I want it to be completely empty so we can see exactly how much we're going to get. Okay, so this is not a 200% one, but this gets us almost 20,000. I probably should take this out now. And then let's fly back over here. So we should get a 200% bonus plus all of our runes of self-sacrifice here. Let's see what we get. Ugh. Down. Okay, ready? Bam. 23,328 per click. So that means I just have to do this twice and this thing will be full because it holds 45,000. I like that. That is significantly better than when we started out. Bam. Full. Sweet. I like it. I like it a lot. So now that we're at tier 4, what does that allow us to do? Well, I don't know. Let's take a look into our book. Honestly, like I said last episode, what I really wanted from Blood Magic was the Sigil of the Green Grove, and to finish off the quest, because we have quests here, and I wanted to give Blood Magic a what am I trying to say? Its proper due. I haven't ever really given Blood Magic what it deserves from me. The only other thing we could do is set up some rituals, I guess, like the ritual of the Green Grove versus the Sigil. Let's see what other rituals we have here. Maybe there's something in here that we could use. We could set up lava crystals, which are like you can use them in a furnace as a never-ending sort of fuel. We got the Tome of Peritia already. We already did the dungeon. We have rituals. Getting started. Like, give me the list of rituals, buddy. No, probably here. Okay. Because the issue with a lot of the rituals, well, not a lot of the rituals, but like the Ritual of the Green Grove, I don't believe the Ritual of the Green Grove because it has been nerfed in this latest version of Blood Magic. It does not operate as fast as it used to in 1.12. I don't believe that it's going to be faster than like the hydroponic beds that I want to set up from Industrial. So I don't even know if there's a point in setting it up. Serenade of the Nether creates lava. It gives you an infinite source of lava, which we already have. This is for your living armor, which we haven't dove into. Well of Suffering is to automate the production of life essence. You can set up a mob farm with that ritual below it or above it, and it will automatically kill the mobs and do the thing. But we don't need to deal with that. Shepherd grows animals. Green Grove grows plants. This generates water. Health from players in its area automatically. Breaks blocks within its range. Cast regeneration on entities within its range. I mean, this is kind of nifty, except for the fact that it's a massive ritual. And the only thing I would really want to use this for is getting that saturated Tau, so I could just leave that donkey over there. And that's kind of seems like a waste just for one little donkey. This is the crystal portion of Blood Magic, which I don't really want to do. Harvest plants. Dropping the results on the ground. Demon Will, and picks up items. So yeah, rituals, not much in there that's going to be beneficial that I really care about. Outside of that, it's like tools and stuff, but for the most part, we've kind of sort of moved past the need for a lot of this stuff, the utility blocks and all that. Like we got the Tome of Peritia, which is great. The alchemical reaction chamber is a furnace, but it can also do like nifty stuff. Which is what this is already. So, there's some things that it can triple. But outside of that, yeah, I think other than this anointment, I think we're going to be like, okay. I don't know if we're going to need really too much else from Blood Magic. Sigils are great, but we already have the Green Grove. There's not really many other sigils. The Blood Lamp is cool, but we have, you know, these things. Feral Flare Lanterns. So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's all of this to say. I think we can wrap up Blood Magic. The only thing we didn't do in the quest here is Tier 5. It's not implemented, so what's the point? Like, other than getting a random reward, but it literally does nothing for us. And the Ritual Diviner, Dagger of Sacrifice, we never made an Apprentice Blood Orb. I guess we could just make an Apprentice Blood Orb. Because remember, we jumped straight to the Magician because we got it from a quest reward. So let's go ahead and do this and let this get us, another quest reward. Maybe we'll get something good out of it. Bam. Yay. Quest. Elementium leggings. That's actually not too bad. If for not for the fact that we don't have any we haven't gotten any Elementium yet. This would have been great earlier in the game, but for now, like where we're at now, it's not 100% necessary. So, what are we going to do next? We're going to move on from blood magic, so we can go ahead and put our master blood orb. Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's just keep that inside of here. Let it drain out what's in there, and then fill up our network. And it can just empty that. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Now we're going to move on from blood magic and pretty much move on from magic mods from this point because there's really not much else, and start diving into tech. I really want to start working on upping our power game. I want to start getting into mechanism reactors and get that going. We need to get industrial 4 going, get this hopper situation sorted because we're going to need a lot of stuff for our for end game singularities. So I want to up our power game here. We need to start working on diving into draconic. I got to get those. I have the draconic seeds. I don't think I've ever planted them. Or no, I have the draconium ingots, but I've never planted the seeds. So we need to start diving into that. And we got a lot to do when it comes to tech. I'm just going to clear off our to-do list. So, right now, before we start diving in, we'll start picking up something next episode. I want to touch on a couple, basic base maintenance things. First, I want to see, is the item called the Kikoku? Yes. All right, so this is from Mini Utilities. From what I understand, and this requires the final Opinium cores, though. This allows you to super enchant. Okay, so like if I were to put 2 power 5 books on this, we'd get power 6 out of it. It allows for crazy levels of enchants. It doesn't do, it does pretty good damage, 14 attack damage, 2 divine damage, whatever the heck that is, 0.25 soul damage. No idea what those mean, never seen those before, but this can be enchanted crazily. So I want to add that to the to-do list, but in order to do so, we're going to need the Nether Star Opinium core. Which is going to require a lot. Like, did I teach the system? I did, and I would need 2 of these. Yeah, look, we're missing a lot of stuff. We need a bunch of coal, a bunch of iron, so I'm going to actually just take it off of our to-do list. I saw it. Someone had mentioned it in the comments somewhere, and yeah, never mind. That's going to require a ton of infrastructure. So, yeah, let me see what we're going to do. We got about 10 minutes left in this episode. I want to see where we can pivot here real quick, and I'll be right back. You know where we can pivot? Sluices. Let's go ahead and upgrade our sluices to the next tier. So I'm just going to go ahead and vein mine these. These are all using diamond, right? Yes, except for you had cloth, but bam. Okay, so what do we need to do in order to get these upgraded? We already had one netherite sluice, if you remember from a long ago when we had made one. But what we're going to need is a flux point, and then we're going to need our universal cables from pipes. We can go ahead and set these up here. So we had what? One. You were getting lava from there. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. So we're going to do set the universal pipes up here, and then we can kind of sort of pop down here. Take you, set you to extract. Bam. And then we can take our flux point, also set it to extract. You are going to be on the output network, and you are going to be our sluices. And extract. So now we should be able to insert power and water into these at the same time if I have this correct. Dirt. And then we just have to upgrade all these. Do I have a smithing table floating around anywhere? I was going to say I had to have one because I made one netherite furnace or sluice. And I just need 4 netherite ingots. And I guess you can go away. It doesn't really matter, does it? Bam. 5 of those. And you had a cloth mesh. You're going to get power. Now to upgrade you guys, that's draconic. So we have to get into draconic. So yeah, you're going to stay this way for a little while. But if we now place these down, they should get power and water. Yes, and look, they're filling up on power. We are going to need upgrades. So let's get a ultimate pipe upgrade just so they can transfer power as fast as it can. Bam. And sure, let's grab an ultimate one for the water too. Why not? We have the netherite. It's not really going to be too big of a deal. Okay, so you can go there and you can go there. Cool. Now, each one of these is going to fill up with power, and I believe each one of them stores 80 million RF, which is a ridiculous amount of power. So, yeah, let's see. How are we doing on our power here? We should be okay. It's draining, completely drained. Limits disabled. No, wait, you're not drained. You're fine. It's probably draining from up top. 102,000. Yeah, we're hitting the peak is what the issue is. The ultimate energy cube can only output at 102,000 RF, and since we're trying to fill up 5 of these things or 4 of these things, oh no, actually it's going to be 5. We need to get this one going too. And what I don't want is it to fill up with water. Huh? What can I do this and then like tell it not to do water? Because that's what it's going to do immediately. I'm going to have this one have its own power, aren't I? Just because I don't think there's a way to tell it not to do water. So you can disconnect. Bam. You are going to be on the output network. You're going to be our nether sluice, because that's the netherrack one. And then you can go there. And then, yeah, why aren't you filling up with lava? Also, why aren't you getting power? Probably because these guys are hogging the power. But why isn't the lava going in here? This worked before, so I don't understand what the issue is here. Yeah. Okay. It just doesn't like the ender tank anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll just set up another universal thing. We got some more pipes, so what we can do is this is gonna be a mess. Oh wait, no, it won't connect because I disabled it from connecting there. So we can have that do that. You're gonna extract. You're gonna go there. You're gonna extract, and then you should start filling up. And then we're gonna need upgrades. You shouldn't need anything higher than the diamond upgrade for this, I don't imagine. And bam. And there we go. It's going to do its thing. And bada bing, bada boom. We have all of our sluices automated. Let's, oh, I guess I had more dirt. We can do that. And we can do that. And it looks terrible there, but it's okay. Honestly, we could probably put this underground if we really wanted to, and then wouldn't have to see it. Now, really? There we go. Okay. Yeah, sir. Thank you. Let's just break this. Break. Oh, goodness. See, now I'm on fast again. Slow. We can put the ender tank here. Trying to think how we could do this in a way that doesn't look absolutely horrible, but there's kind of sort of no way because there's going to still, this pipe still has to come over here to drop down because I have these in the way, unless I were to route these over here. Bam, bam, bam. All right, well, it does not look super duper great, but it works. Definition of dire wire, yes. Another sluice here. Extract, extract, upgrade, upgrade. Never see it all again. Ta-da! Nothing ever happened. Look, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. If we never go underground again, you'll never even know all of that is there. Yeah, but see, look, this one's accepting it. Absolutely working perfectly just fine without having to do anything special like I just had to do over there. So it's the netherite sluices that are just funky. But anyway, so now these are working. We can go ahead and throw all of this junk that we've gotten in our inventory. Sure, whatever. So these have their water, they have power. Now, these sluices are upgradable. So we can add additional upgrades to these. As it stands now, they are faster, but they cost 90 RF per operation. So they fill up with 80 million, and now they only cost 90 RF per operation, which is pretty cheap for the base version of them. However, we can upgrade. And the upgrades that I would want to put into them are going to be the fortune upgrades. I don't know if I necessarily want to do the speed upgrades as of yet, but fortune for sure. Let's go ahead and teach the system how to make these. Bam. And then let's see what is our cost if we were to make some of these. You are a pattern? No, let's just fill that spot. So let's make a stack, right? 512 of those. Geez, this is going to take forever. And I have none. I have no cast iron in the system at all. Let's go ahead and figure out where these are getting made. Somewhere in our mechanism area. Yes. Yeah, I believe it's the enriched dude. Yeah, you are enriching those. So let's boost you and then you. Yeah, because it gets enriched and then, oh, does it come over here? Yes. We're bottlenecked by this thing taking things out. So what are you? You are an infusing factory. Ah, there's our issue. First off, 10. We want order, round robin. Oh, it was pointed out in the comments that random or RND is not round robin. It is random slot. Order is round robin. So we want this to be set to order. Extract in order so it can pull from all of those slots instead of just waiting for that first one. Especially when you tick accelerate, it messes things up because it's pulling from this first slot and then all these other ones get back stuffed and it never actually processes any of them. So let's see. So that is set to there. You are power. You are extracting. That works fine. You should be inserting. Yeah, you have a bunch of it, but you're not able to insert fast enough. This guy can't insert fast enough. Let's get a stack upgrade. And then now, can we put a stack upgrade in this? No. Oh, it's only speed upgrades. Son of a gun. And we can also speed this up by replacing it with a higher tier, but now it should be able to put 5 in at a time. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Now we're crafting. So I should work on upgrading all of these to like gold, just so that this can be faster, or diamond even, like crafter. Or, I mean, heck, netherite, it would be a possibility too. Just requires blocks of netherite, which we do have the ability to craft, but yeah, anyway. And now it's pulling in order, so none of these slots ever get stuck with 64 in them like it just did a minute ago. Interesting. I don't know what it... Oh, it was making the improved processors to keep us on inventory. I don't know what used them, but anyway, fortune upgrades 64. And it looks like they stack into sets of 18, which is great. All right, so let's see what happens if I put this into our netherite sluice, and I have to empty hand click. If I put 18 into here, bumps up to 8,000 RF per tick, but it increases our drop chance by 3% per upgrade. Wow, but that is a lot of power. 8,000 RF. But we should be getting a bunch more stuff. But are we going to be able to... I don't know if we're going to be able to maintain that amount of power. Yes, we are going to be getting into better power soon. How are you doing? Network statistics. Output on average is, 4,000, 5,000-ish. Okay. I mean, I think we're doing okay. Are we losing power in our energy cube? No. So I think we're doing okay. Now the question would be, can I upgrade all of these, or should I just only upgrade this guy? How are we going to do if I upgrade all of them? Now let's see. Are we net gaining or net loss? I'm going to assume it's probably... Oh, no, we're still net gaining. Because remember, so yes, okay, I guess that makes sense. Because it's per operation. It's not 7,000 per tick. It's only 7,000 every time this iterates. We're producing power fast enough that, because we don't have any speed upgrades in, so this, 3 seconds that it's taken to process here is not hurting our power. So putting those upgrades in there is actually not hurting anything. So that actually makes sense. And we can put 10 into there. This guy is we're a little slow on our crushed netherrack here, aren't we? You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. You have a bunch. It's our diamond sluice here is just our bottleneck. Maybe this would be worthy upgrading with the speed upgrades so that it can produce the netherrack more. Though then again, crushed netherrack, what does that really get us? Ender pearls? Not even. Solium dust, quartz, and stuff. So I don't know if it's really super necessary. Anyway, that's it. That's enough for this episode. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.